Anyway, I would like to welcome Jay. He's no stranger to the show, but he has some guests with him, so I would like to welcome you all to the show.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
If you would just take 1 minute and introduce yourselves, we'll start with Jay.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jay Raymond.
And I'm Judy Jager.
Hello, everyone. I'm Stephanie Burhimi.
Stephanie Burhimi.
Vince Biferato.
All right. So what's going down on Game Shape? Tough Mudder?
Tough Mudder. Well, we decided to jump into an event in April to use our fitness to give back to the Wounded Soldiers Project. One that Trippy had to participate in, but he said you guys had something to do that day, so you guys couldn't be there, or he couldn't be there. But he's looking forward to next.
I can speak for myself.
I'm sorry. Yeah. He's looking forward to next June.
He says I'm going to stick with him. So.
He's looking forward to next June 2013.
June
2013. You know, these guys have the privilege of training over the last couple of years, and I believe that they could do this fitness event because of the training that I've put them through you know, over the last 2 years. And it's a 12-mile course with military obstacles all the way through, and it's an international type event. You know, it was great, and you know, I can't say more enough about them. They you can tell it better than I can.
Okay. Was this your first Tough Mudder, Jay?
This was my second one.
Okay.
Last year we had one, and I had several members sign up, and they didn't go. You don't know anything about that, of course.
No, not at all. I just said I can speak for myself.
That's right. Then the following year, I was like, good, we don't have to do any more, and everybody said, you know what, Jay, we owe you one. We're signed up for this year. I was like, great. You know, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it or not, but I did it anyway, and then I had to get some other people, and they were more than happy to do it.
Okay. All right, so let's get into the experience, the Tough Mudder experience. You wanna go first and let us know why you did it and how you thought?
Yeah, I did it because Jay pressured me.
Did he?
I totally wasn't going to do this. This was crazy. It was completely crazy. Yeah, I signed up in November for an event at the end of April. Thinking it's far enough away that, you know, like, you know, it's like, yeah, whatever, right, you know, and then once I signed up, I sort of started looking into it, and I got pretty terrified.
I'm sure.
And, you know, scared straight, so I started really coming to Game Shape regularly and listening to every single thing Jay told me, and eating right and sleeping and the rest of it, so it was a great experience. I had a great time. It was fabulous. It was fabulous.
What about, how'd you make out? How'd you feel about it?
I decided to do it because Judy did it. Once she signed up, the peer pressure started to mount, and everyone else was signing up, so I decided to sign up as well. And it was a physical challenge, but I looked at it more from a mental and a soul type of experience to look at a challenge and achieve a goal, you know, and I figured I was trained enough. I figured physically I could get through the challenge. I think that the real obstacle was in the mind, and I'm glad I did it. It transcends just that event, and it correlates to life as a whole, facing challenges and achieving goals and doing things you never thought you would do.
Absolutely. I was looking online with Trippy when he was talking about, you know, doing it, and he was going through some of the things that I just don't know. So if you would just tell me something that you did not expect when you got there, and that was like the biggest challenge for you.
Before we do that, I don't mean to cut you up, but can we get your Game Shape's number, Jay?
Oh, Game Shape. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. 302-762-2585.
You want to put that on the screen? 762.
762-2585.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry about that. So we were talking about the biggest unexpected challenge.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Who's want to take that one?
Vince.
Vince?
Well, I think for all of us it was the cold.
Okay.
It was a very cold day towards I guess end of April, but it was in the 20s when we got there. 28 degrees when we got there.
I won't forget that day.
And it got up into the 40s, but that was sort of late in the day, and it was windy, and you're soaking wet the whole time. So that was the hard part, was dealing with the cold.
How long did it take to finish the whole course?
Over 4 hours.
Wow.
There was a lot of people, like over 10,000 participants, I think.
Really?
And it's like a sea of humanity moving through this course. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
So you would do it again? You up for it again next year?
He stands in the mic.
I think these two have already signed up for June the 3rd.
I haven't signed up, but I will.
They plan to do it. I might succumb to peer pressure, but at this point I didn't sign up.
How did you prepare? I know the mental aspect is something else, but physically, I know you went to Game Shape and did that, but like, what did you do outside of Game Shape or as part of Game Shape or?
That's the promo, baby. They did Game Shape. It was Game Shape, Game Shape, Game Shape.
Okay, all right.
No, seriously, I believe they all. I don't know. You guys, I guess you guys answered it, but I thought I felt as though I did a pretty good job at least getting you guys prepared for the actual event. I couldn't talk to God to change the weather for us, but I think that you guys had done enough. That's why I kind of solicited them to participate because of all the hard work that they put in. Sure. And but besides other things, I always get on people's cases about getting their rest and eating properly.
Yeah.
That was probably the only things I hope that they had done differently when they left Game Shape, because that makes all the difference.
Right. And it's a team. You approach it as a team type of event, right?
Yeah.
It's not.
No.
Yeah, they didn't do it individually. You guys did it as a team Game Shape.
You know, for me, that was the thing that made this so much fun and so special. You know, I'm not a competitive athlete. I was never really an athlete, even as a kid. Well, very young, but you know, through college, I didn't do athletics. And the idea of like running a long race sort of by yourself or even with a friend just running continually just struck me as very boring and not something I ever aspired to do. So for me, this was all about the spirit of it. You know, the back of this T-shirt has the pledge, and it's all about helping one another, and that just really appealed to me. The idea that it's a challenge for everyone who's there, every single person there. This 10,000 sea of humanity, every single one is an individual trying to, you know, beat themselves or achieve something that's really very challenging, but to do so in the spirit of helping each other finish as well.
Right,
and that's like, I don't know any other activity that's like that. It's wonderful.
And Jay prepared us very well. I'm like a walking advertisement for Jay because I'm 51 years old and I'm in the best shape of my life because of that guy.
Right.
I mean, that guy changed my life. He gave me confidence. You know, I'm half the size I used to be, but. And he had us prepared, and it was just awesome. I mean, really, it was easier than some of his classes, to be honest with you.
Oh, no. Well, there goes business for me.
Now, I was just going to touch on that.
Okay.
If you didn't mind, I wanted them to share their age because a lot of times we get caught up in only thinking that people who are in their 20s or teens can be healthy and fit and do these type of events. But
we should have been chaperones there. I'm pushing 40.
Right.
And
two passes, huh?
So I think I'm the senior citizen on the team. I'm 55.
Wow, okay.
And when I came to Jay 3 years ago, I had just had an MRI of my spine, and my physician who was reading the report looked at me and said, if I hadn't seen you walk in here, I wouldn't think this report described an ambulatory patient.
Wow.
English, Judith, English.
Someone who could walk. And, you know, it obviously scared me desperately. I was really terrified. You know, I had been working out, but on my own without any real supervision. I went from one physical therapist to the next. Series of events. I won't bore you with the details, but I found my way to Jay, and I am absolutely in the best shape of my life. No question about it. And, you know, have had no further treatments or anything on my back. I'm incredibly strong, and I intend to stay that way.
Okay. I like that.
I'm 46 years old, and I too am in the best shape of my life. I never realized how strong I could be to squat, 170 pounds and, press, 75 pounds and getting stronger and stronger and enjoying it as a woman to know that that's fine. And it's good, it's enjoyable. We're a team in the gym. We all work out as a team. We have our motivator, our coach, makes us laugh. So we enjoy going, and we're motivated to be there. So, as everyone has said, Game Shape has changed our lives, and the Tough Mudder was just a symbol to all of us. You know, not to just go train, but to train to do something, to train to live, to train to perform in life, to do something amazing, to go beyond your limits and what people think you're able to do. And it was a wonderful experience, and it's great to feel healthy, to feel strong, and I'm glad to be there.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing about Game Shape. It's not just lifting weights, but it is lifting weights. But it's not just running, but it is running. I mean, it's just like a mixture of so many different tools just to get you in the best shape of your life. And it's a lot of fun. At the end of the day, it is very hard. I'm not going to get up here and try to fool anyone, but once that class is over, you're like, yes, I did it. And you challenge it, like I'm challenged to go again the next day, because I know he's going to come up with something completely different to challenge me again. And I'm like, yeah, I can do this now. So I mean, it's a great class, and like you said, we take the team approach, and you get to meet people, and it's a lot of fun. At the end of the day, it's a lot of fun, but it's hard, it's very challenging, but it's worth it because it helps you mentally and physically. So I mean, Jay, I want to thank you seriously. I know I dropped off for a while, but I went all week. Last week, so I'm back.
I'm glad you're back.
Yeah, I'm back.
I'm glad you're back. You guys make me cry over there. I can't be doing that.
You know what else is so great about that class? When a new person joins and you get to see how they develop. Because I remember, Stephanie, when you started, somehow or other we found ourselves partnered because we were somewhat similar in strength, but I was generally stronger than you. You're generally stronger than me now, I think. You know, like when he pairs us to do like weights together, so to share a rack or something like that, and it's you.
But do you realize Jay always says, "Well, Judy can do this," and Judy can live that. So he keeps it, a
little competitive,
but in a good way.
Yeah, no,
that we actually
definitely.
spur each other. You know, iron sharpens iron, and we all want to see each other do well. So.
Well, I heard them throw their stats out there, but they can press and lift. I haven't
So
heard
Jay, so tell us a little bit about what are the hours? I don't know, honestly. I never really tried. I never tried to max squat or max bench.
Not yet. We'll get you there.
Yeah, so
I think Vince has something to say.
Oh, yeah.
Vince, age, and all the other good stuff.
Yeah,
22, 23?
He told us how old he was.
Oh, you did already?
Yeah.
51, and like.
How much weight have you lost,
I started
Vince?
doing this when I was in my 20s because, like I said, I'm in the best shape of my life. I never thought I could get in this kind of shape. I was sort of resigned to just being a doughy, middle-aged guy.
How much weight have you lost?
About 30 pounds.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
When did you join, actually?
Almost 2 years ago. And but I agree with Stephanie and Judith. It's a sense of community.
Yeah.
When you get up early and you're there sweating, working hard with people,
Right.
you bond with them. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun, and like you said, everybody, all the new people are welcome. They're embraced. It's a good time. I love it. I look forward to it.
Yeah, I do. Like when our classes, I usually try to go at 5:30, so I see you coming in around 6:30. I'm like, good luck. Good luck getting through this one. It was a rough one. but again, Jay, I just want to thank you just for motivating me too, staying on me when I slacked off, and you were constantly texting me like, where are you? Get back here. Finally got through. So and I'm glad to be back.
Thank you for coming back. Thank you guys for coming out.
Wow.
I know some of you have to get into bed to get up at 5:30 tomorrow morning. You too.
That's right. I'll be there.
This is
You
great.
doing Tough Mudder with us next year?
That's right.
Okay.
I was gonna. I want to talk about that.
Yeah,
too. I
we
was gonna do it this year, but then we had a lot of funerals. Honestly, that day. Even though I hadn't been to class for a while, I was still gonna go just for the team.
Could have gotten some clients there.
Yeah, that's the kind of question that keeps us going.
But I still wanted to be a part of it, but we just got really busy, so I couldn't go.
You still are, man.
Yeah,
You're still here.
I was texting Jay, asking him how everybody was doing. And he was
I told you a few people died.
Yeah, I was like, are you serious? I fell for it.
I was like,
Oh, man.
But Jay, just where's Game Shape?
Game Shape is on 17 Wesley Boulevard. Some of you probably know where Checkers is on Wesley Boulevard, so it's in that vicinity. Hope you don't know where Checkers is. But anyway, yeah, 17 Wesley Boulevard, in between M&T Bank and Sky Nails. The hours, we have classes as early as 5:30 a.m. and 6:30 a.m. in the morning, and then in the evening at 5:30 p.m. Sometimes we have a 6:30 p.m. class depending on the interest, but it's a little tough with the summer. A lot of people want to be home with their families, but you know, we try and make it work. But again, 5:30 a.m., 6:30 a.m., and 5:30 p.m. in the evening.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I would like to thank you all for coming on and sharing your experience, and hopefully we can get Trip out there for the next one and help y'all out, not just bring hot chocolate on the cold day. You know what I mean? So.
It better not be cold in June, 'cause that's the next one.
That's the next one. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're doing
right.
June of next year.
All right. He'll be ready.
He'll be ready. He was ready if he hung out a couple weeks before, but you know, things happen. You got to work.
Right. Absolutely. All right. Well, thanks again, and I'll see you all soon.